morning everyone, it is Sunday the 13th of September and I am going to be filming what I eat in a day as always. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Gemma, so thank you for joining me. So yesterday didn't go quite to plan, but I still made some good choices as well as bad choices. So feeling a bit guilty this morning. I've got up early and I've done a 40-minute cardio attack class, which has absolutely killed me. I'm still hot now, I don't know, I've just put this jumper on actually, I'm sweating, I think I might have to put a t-shirt on. So I've filmed a bit of it. If I don't look too huge on it, or even if I do, I might put a little bit on next, but it were really tough. She's changed all classes and she'd filmed the original ones when she was pregnant in lockdown, and then since having a baby she lost a lot of weight and she's redone all classes, but they're just loads harder than they were. Whether it's just because it's a change, I don't know, but I'm really enjoying them. I'm hoping that we get the negative COVID result today, so it means I can go to exercise class tomorrow. But Steve's come down with cold this morning, so I think I'm probably likely to catch it because our Alex were off school on Tuesday with a sore throat. Then obviously Kaylee's been ill for a few days, and now Steve's sounding all chesty and feeling a bit rubbish this morning, so fingers crossed I don't get it. Just try and stay as healthy as I can, stay away from him a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to go down and do breakfast, and then after breakfast I'm going to be prepping dinner. I'm going to mix my Yorkshire puddings and put them in the fridge so they rise, because if you put them in the fridge for an hour or so before, or however long, they rise better. So I'm going to do that, prep my stuffing and everything, and then I just need to get tidied up today. Nothing major, we can't really do much else because we're not allowed out of the house. I'm hoping that she gets the all clear result today. I hope we get the text, so that means I can nip down to Aldi and Tesco, but I'll have to see if she does. But it's going to be a good day. I'm just going to let kids rot in the rooms in the pyjamas today, and then tonight get bathed and get sorted. We've got a text from school saying knits are going round at Kaylee's school. It drives me insane because it's always her class, and she's got the thickest hair to check. I mean, luckily she's had them a couple of times, but luckily she hadn't had them as often as I would have thought with having such thick hair. But yeah, to check through it takes a good hour. But I condition it, because apparently knits, they don't like conditioner, it like makes them a bit dozy. So then you condition them, and then I separate all her hair and comb through it all. So I'm going to be doing that later on tonight. But I get her sat downstairs and watch telly while I'm doing it. And hopefully there'll be nothing in. If there is, I've got some protector spray anyway that I spray on her hair when she goes to school. But I'd not done it last week. Do you know what you mean? First week of school, I just totally forgot. But yeah, if they're going round straight away, you'd have thought they'd have spent lockdown trying to get rid of them out of the kids' hair, but clearly not. I can't see them coming back that quick. Someone's obviously got them and had them for a while. So yeah, not that you need to know that, I'm sorry, it's pretty disgusting, but it's what we have to put up with when you've got a daughter. So yeah, I'm going to go and get some breakfast and I'll show you what I have. Very hot and sweaty 40-minute cardio attack done, but I'm glad I did it. Don't make me feel as guilty for having that McDonald's yesterday. So this is breakfast this morning. I've got 2 slices of the Morrison's wholemeal toast for my Healthy Extra B, a fried egg in Fry Light, which is tin free, 2 bacon medallions tin free, and then I've got half a tin of the Crucials tomato ketchup. So I'm just about to prep my Yorkshire puddings. I've used this bowl for years. It's just perfect for Yorkshire puddings. It's a bit chipped, but hey ho. So I'm going to mix them. I usually mix them with an hand whisk, but I bought this the other day, so I'm going to just make the use of it. And then I'm going to pop them in the fridge till they're ready, till they need to go in. The Yorkshire puddings, the 1 tin Yorkshire puddings only take 10 minutes to cook, but they do take, you've got to warm the Fry Light up. And I have decided to do the kids some chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to see how many I get out of it and then work out the sins, see if they're Slim and Well friendly or not. I expect they're not going to be, but the kids deserve a treat. They've just been feeling rubbish all week. So I'm going to try. So for the 1 tin Yorkshire puddings, you need 60 grams of flour, which works out, I believe, 10 sins. So it depends how many Yorkshire puddings you get out. And obviously, if you're not using your semi-skimmed milk as your Healthy Extra, which I will be, because I very rarely have Healthy Extras, you'll need to count the extra sins for that as well. So you need to weigh out 60 grams of plain flour. There we are. And then you want to add 3 eggs. These are only little eggs. Do them, and then you need to add some milk. So I'm making a right mess here, aren't I? You need 150 mils of milk. A little bit over, but that's it. And then give it a whisk. And once it's all whisked, pop it in the fridge for as long as you can. So these are the cookies ready to go in. So I've managed to get 14 out of the recipe. So I'm going to work out the sins now, see what the damage is, see whether it's just for the kids and his mum, or whether me and Steve are going to have some. So the cookies are in the oven and I've just worked it out, and for the full mix it is 91 sins, but I've got 14 out of it, so there's 6.5 sins each, which I don't think is bad for a cookie. We'll see what size they come out at, but I'll decide whether I want one of them. Thinking after dinner a nice warm cookie with a bit of ice cream or something. We'll see anyway. I'll definitely have one or half one, I think, but I'll show you when they're done. Got a bit of mascara under my eye, which I'll show you. So these are the chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to show you the recipe that I've used. It's the oldest bureau book that I've got. I've had it absolutely years before having children, I think. So it says it makes 18, but I got 17 out of it. There is one missing, which is annoying. I should have tried to make 18, but never mind. So they work out at 6.5 sins each. They smell beautiful. So I have used this recipe. The margarine I used was Flora Light. The brown sugar I had Demerara. I had golden syrup, so I've used that. I had Morrison's self-raising flowers. The chocolate chip, I had white chocolate, but I didn't have 100 grams left. I only had 75 grams, so you would have to adjust that. I've just wrote the sins at the side, but obviously you'd have to adjust that, and then the milk. Yeah, the 21 sins is obviously not for the milk. I've not counted the milk, 'cause it's only 2 tablespoons, and I've got Healthy Extra. So yeah, works out at 6.5 sins, but this is the recipe should you want to make it. So I'm just prepping my tin. I know it looks absolutely disgusting, but it's really not. I am a clean person. However, I don't clean these. I were always brought up to just wipe out a Yorkshire pudding tin. I don't know if it's a Yorkshire thing, but Yorkshire puddings always turn out better if you don't wash your tins. And that's been passed down generations in my family. So what you do is just wipe it out with a cloth after. Whether it's going to be the same with butter, because the butter fry light, because before it used to be with lard, but I still just wipe it out and it seems absolutely fine. I don't know if it's just a Yorkshire thing or whether anyone else does that. So I am doing the once in Yorkshire pudding. So obviously I've put my Yorkshire pudding mix in the fridge and I'm just giving this a spray, and this will go in the oven for 4 minutes just to warm through, and then I'll add the batter. Obviously, if you've watched my recipe vlog on the once in Yorkshire puddings, you'll know to open the oven really quickly, pour it in as quick as possible and pop it in. You don't want to release that heat from the oven or they will not rise. You'll still get good Yorkshires, don't get me wrong, but they'll just be a lot smaller, so it depends how you like them. So I am doing, how am I doing? 6, 7, 8, 8. So 2 for Steve, 2 for his mum, 2 for me, and 1 each for the kids. Because they are quite big, I find you don't need any more. When I used to do the big stodgy ones before Slimming World, it were more flour than egg in the recipe. I used to have like 4, and then sometimes I'll go back for more. So hence why I put so much weight on. Well, say put weight on, I never really lost it, but hey ho. Yeah, so these work out that it's 10 sins if you're using the milk as your healthy extra. So if you divide it, it works out 1.25. So I'm going to call it 1 sin per Yorkshire puddings. Obviously, it's up to you whether you want to call it 1.5, but I've always called them a sin using my healthy extra A, and that's what I'll be doing. So, roast potatoes. I were going to follow the recipe, but it says to like use goose fat and blah-de-blah, and it's all parboiling, and I can't be bothered with that, to be fair. I don't know if anyone else is the same. You see people parboiling and shecking, and you might get a nicer roast potato, but when you're cooking a full meal and it's going to be lathered in gravy, I'm not that bothered. My roast potatoes in axe fry, absolutely fine, and I really enjoy them. So I'm just going to put them in axe fry. So I've just rinsed off my potatoes, rinsed the starch off. I'm just drying them in a tea towel. I'm going to put them in the axe fry, spray them with plenty of fry light butter, and then I'm going to, because this is for 1 kilograms? Yeah, 1 kilograms of potatoes, and I've only done about 500 grams between us because they're having mash as well, and I've got a few steamed new potatoes. So yeah, I'll only be using half of this tub. If I weren't using this, I sprinkle a chicken oxo on mine. No, I don't. I sprinkle a beef oxo on mine for Sunday dinner, and it just makes them taste really nice, and that's what I do in the active fry. So yeah, I'll be trying this. It is half a sin. No, it's not half a sin. What am I on about? It is totally sin free, but I'm only using half the pack. And let's have a look what we've got in this roast potato one. Salt, onion powder, pepper, rosemary, nutmeg and cumin, so I think that'll be really nice. So I will let you know when that comes out whether I'll be getting that again. So far, out of the seasonings I've tried, definitely be getting the cottage pie. The chip and wedge seasoning is like something that I want to order straight away. Absolutely love that. What else have I used? I've only used the chicken rub in me mushrooms, but it tasted really nice, but I am going to use that on chicken, try that out. And the curry, I wouldn't buy it again, but that's because it was too hot for Alex, and I wouldn't go to all that hassle just to cook for one person, because obviously I don't like curry, and it'd just be for Steve, and it is, I feel, quite a lot of work for one person. If all 4 of us liked it, then I'd go for it. But I've got some other curries to try. I think I ordered 2 more, so I'm going to give them a try, and I'll let you know. So obviously, if you do want to order from JD Seasonings, I am now an ambassador for the brand. What that means is that if you use my code, I do get a percent of anything that you spend. And they drop me an email to say that someone's purchased something using my code, which makes me really happy. Not because I get a percent, it just means that obviously people are listening, people are trying new things, and like me, I've been doing Slimming World 4 years, and this is the first time I've tried them, so I am really quite impressed. So I'm staying in kitchen today. I were going to clean house, but Kaylee's poorly upstairs chilling in the room. Steve's poorly in living room, and I just don't want to catch it. So I've done my exercise in dining room this morning, and I'm staying locked in here. I don't want to go anywhere else. I really do not want to catch whatever they've got. I think it's just a bad cold, but I struggle to get rid of them. I don't know if it's with my asthma or whatever, but I always feel like I come down with them quite bad. So yeah, I'm staying to myself. I've got a bit of an headache, but I've run out of Diet Coke. I'm on my last one. So that might cause that. I've usually had about 3 or 4 by now. But I have managed to get an emergency. I weren't going to get my Morrison's delivery till, payday on Thursday. That's Steve coughing his head off, bless him. Yeah, I weren't going to get a delivery till Thursday when I get paid, but I've just done a little one coming tomorrow morning, just with the broccoli and just some Diet Coke and bits and bobs. I've ordered some salmon and sea bass because I've got no fishing. So yeah, just them little, paracetamol for kids, paracetamol for Steve. Yeah, that's about it. So yes, I'm gonna go and get everything prepped now, and I will show you when dinner is cooked. So this is dinner today. It's all sin free except for the Yorkshire puddings. There, 1 sin each, and then I'm going to be adding 2 sins of Bisto gravy, so it'll be 4 sins in total. So dinner was nice. I don't think I would use the seasoning on the roast potatoes again. It was just too peppery. It was nice, don't get me wrong, but too flavourable for me, too peppery. So no, I won't be using that. So far, I think we've got 2 out of 4 that I'd use again. So I am having a Diet Coke, which the mother-in-law has brought round for me because I've run out, but this is her last one as well. So roll on the delivery tomorrow. And I've got one of the homemade cookies that I've made for 6.5 sins. So I've had half a sin this morning with ketchup, so that takes me to 7. I had 2 for the gravy, 8, so that takes me up to 9. 2 for the Yorkshire puddings, 10, 11. So it leaves me 4 sins for the rest of the day. So this is tea tonight. I've just done myself some active fried chips, which are sin free. I've got salt and vinegar on there. And then I'm going to be having a I5 bar for 3 sins, which takes me up to 14 sins for the day. So good day on plan. I'm just kind of eating these for sustenance. I started getting a headache around dinner time and feel rubbish now, so probably coming down with Kaylee and Steve's cold, but we'll see. So I'm having an early night and try and sleep it off. So I eat these. I'm just relaxing on my bed watching Netflix, and I'm having an early night. I think it's about 6:30 now. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I will catch up with you hopefully tomorrow.